makes the better set of Pro earbuds these days? Apple or Google? Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and I got my hands on the new Google Pixel Buds Pro. I've been using the last few weeks now interchangeably with my AirPods Pro. And I've always been a big fan of AirPods Pro, but the Pixel Buds always intrigues me, and I really liked the original 2020 version of the Pixel Buds. And now when they came out with the Pro version, I was very excited to try them out. They always just have this really cool build and design to them. And with all these improvements that Google has made, I was excited because at this point we now have brand new Pixel Buds Pro and the aging AirPods Pro. So yeah, let's go ahead and tear these two down a little bit and see who still makes the best Pro level earbuds. Starting with the design, I find it so interesting that each of them go with really rounded cases. The AirPods is very squat and horizontal, but obviously you can't set it up on its end or anything like that. And the Pixel Buds are similar. It's like a squashed egg that's just very flat. But I prefer, very much so, the feel of the Pixel Buds Pro. I love this matte finish to it that just feels soft. The AirPods Pro, same with the AirPods 3 and the original AirPods, they get so scratched over time the more that you use them. It's kind of frustrating that this is what your option is in terms of AirPods. The Pixel Buds Pro, they do get a little dirty, but I just really like that nice matte finish to these guys. Of course, we have very different designs in the earbuds themselves. The Pixel Buds are kind of more of a traditional earbud that slides into your ear and has that large round surface on the outside. The AirPods Pro, on the other hand, look like pretty much going back to the original ear pods that would go into your ear and had the wire that would connect to your iPod. That's the design they basically stuck with. It's just been refined over the last many, many years. They have stems that hang down and the rest of it goes into your ear. As far as fit goes, this is super subjective for everybody. I like both. I don't have a problem with either of them. I find the Pixel Buds very comfortable. They go up a little bit into my ear, which does make them feel like there's not enough sitting on the bottom, so I feel like they could kind of fall out a little bit, but moving around, working out, not had any issues with these falling out of my ears. Similarly, I've not had problems with AirPods Pro. These sit nicely into my ear, and they fit more down towards the bottom of my ear, I think, but no issues with either of these in terms of fit and comfort. I can listen to both of them for very long extended periods of time without issues in terms of my ears getting sore. They're just both really good. But I know some people are going to prefer the fit of the AirPods Pro and some will prefer the fit of the Google Pixel Buds Pro. Let's talk about battery life. AirPods Pro are okay. They've never been the best battery life in the earbuds market, and especially as long as I've had them, the battery life is starting to wane. Right now, I get about 3 to 3.5 hours while listening with noise cancellation on. The Pixel Buds Pro though, granted, brand new, fresh batteries, these things last like an impressive 6 to 8 hours with ANC turned on. I can basically do an entire workday popping them out to do a video for y'all and then throw them back in my ears without issue. Not even putting them back in the charging case, like literally just taking them out, setting them on the desk, putting them back in. They'll go an entire 8 hours for the most part with ANC turned on. It's pretty incredible. Both of them have an additional 20 hours of battery life in their cases, so I'm going to give the win here to the Pixel Buds. Definitely better because you're getting about the same overall battery life, a little bit more on the Pixel Buds, but single use time is so much better than it is on the AirPods Pro. Recently I'm taking a flight or something, it's more than 3 hours, my buds are dying, or in between flights and everything like that. So I really would like to see a new version of AirPods Pro upping that battery life by a substantial bit. In terms of charging now, both of these feature wireless chargers. You can use wireless chargers, Qi wireless chargers with either of them. AirPods Pro though, they do support MagSafe on the newest version of them. So that's really handy if you have a MagSafe charger on, plop these on there, use it that way. I really like that feature because I have a lot of MagSafe chargers. If you don't have a lot of MagSafe chargers, won't be making any difference because both support Qi wireless charging either way. AirPods also have the lightning connector at the bottom if you'd like to charge it using the same connector as your iPhone. The Pixel Buds on the hand, more universal, charging up over USB-C if you're looking for a wired connection. For controls, the Pixel Buds have arguably some of the best controls that I have tried on a set of earbuds. Seriously, they're touch-sensitive gestures, and I didn't think I was going to like them much because I hated the tapping gestures on the original AirPods. It was finicky, and I'm tapping them, and they're kind of falling out of my ear. I was not a big fan, but the way that they've done them on the Pixel Buds Pro has been amazing, and I rarely have issues except for when my hands were wet. Then there was a little futzy. But other than that, they've been spot on. And I love that not only can you use tapping gestures to control playback or answer a phone call, you can also swipe to control the volume, which I think is huge. You can't control the volume really on the AirPods Pro. You can do it with your watch and rolling the digital crown while you're listening to something, which is helpful, but if you don't have your watch or you're watching on your Apple TV and this is on, there's different ways where it just doesn't work out as nicely, and I kind of wish I had gestures there or having to use Siri, which is just not ideal. The gestures here on the Pixel Buds Pro are fantastic. Now, the AirPods, they're not bad. I do like what the AirPods do, and it is a step up from the original AirPods. They have these force stems at the bottom, and you squeeze them to control everything. So squeeze it to pause or play, answer a phone call, anything like that. You can double click to go to the next song, triple click to go back, all that stuff. They work really well. I don't have a problem finding them. I usually kind of come up and touch it with my finger basically and then squeeze it with my middle and thumb. So I can kind of come up and squeeze it that way. I don't ever have any issues with the controls on the AirPods Pro. They work really well, but I just wish there was more controls like there are on the Pixel Buds. That brings us to the all-important topic of sound quality. Both of these earbuds sound good. I mean, they definitely sound really solid. The AirPods for sure better than the AirPods 3 and the AirPods original/2. The Pixel Buds Pro sound definitely better than the last generation Pixel Buds. If I'm just going on sound quality, I would lean towards the AirPods Pro, and here's why. The Pixel Buds Pro sound very comfortable, laid back, and the sound has this warmth to it. It sounds a little rounded and warm and decent on the mids and the lows. I feel like I get that kind of sense of warmth and relaxation through the Pixel Buds Pro. And the AirPods feel more true to life and more neutral and balanced. And you notice it mostly in the highs. And if you have anything that's kind of getting to that higher register, anything like that, any clicks or cymbal hits or rim shots, anything that's going to be up there, it doesn't sound as crisp on the Pixel Buds Pro. It just sounds a little muddled for my taste. So depending on the music that you listen to and what your goal is, the AirPods Pro sound exceptional, and I really can't wait to see what Apple does on a new version in terms of improving that or lossless audio, all of those things. But the Pixel Buds Pro have done a really nice job here in terms of improving the sound quality over the last generation. And it's kind of related to sound quality, but these both can jump between your devices. There's new multi-point audio on the Pixel Buds. You can move between devices that way. AirPods Pro have the automatic device switching for any of your Apple gear, Apple TV, Mac, iPad, your Apple Watch, your iPhone, all of it you can move between with the AirPods without having to take them out of your ear or repair. Both are very nice improvements to where things used to be even just a few short years ago. The last topic to talk about in this video is the ANC, active noise cancellation. Both the AirPods Pro and the Pixel Buds Pro offer active noise cancellation as well as transparency mode. Transparency mode is pretty equal between the two. I don't have any issues with it. They both sound great in terms of transparency mode. But when we come to noise cancellation, the AirPods Pro win hands down. Not even close. If we're looking at basic stuff like air conditioners or refrigerator humming in the background, I don't hear it with either of these earbuds plugged into my ear. Sorry, I hit the case. But I don't hear it with either of them plugged in. But when I started to ratchet up that background noise, the AirPods Pro were still blocking it out, while the Pixel Buds were starting to let more of it in. And kind of walking or footprints and some other basic background noises that aren't as monotonous, those I could hear on the Pixel Buds Pro, and I couldn't on the AirPods Pro. So in terms of blocking out environmental noises, office noises, I would lean towards AirPods Pro as better ANC compared to the Pixel Buds Pro. It's not bad, and a lot of monotonous noises are still able to be canceled out. The AirPods Pro just do it a little bit better, but they also might have a deeper, better seal on my ears. I'm not quite sure. So that's the new Pixel Buds Pro against Apple's AirPods Pro. It's an interesting lineup, and both of them are exceptionally good, and they each have their own unique features, unique to their platforms. You have more benefits here on Android when using the Pixel Buds, and same with using your AirPods Pro with any Apple devices. There's very few people out there who are like, oh, I don't know which one of these to get, just because they work on different platforms best. So I get it if you're not really looking between the two. And AirPods Pro are quite a bit older at this point. It's highly rumored that Apple's going to introduce a new version of AirPods Pro within the next month, likely. And at that point, maybe we need to do this comparison again and see how the new AirPods Pro do against the just released Pixel Buds Pro. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you'd like to pick up either of these, I've got links in the description. Reach me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU and we can talk about headphones, music, and everything else. Otherwise, stay tuned. I got a lot more videos coming your way.